the fridge went belly up that I fitted in the camper van. So rather than trying for a repair, because I don't know how old it is, I decided to go for a new one. And this one is made by SMAD, and it was a much cheaper option to things like Dometic. It's a 3-way, 60 litres. So this is just the unboxing part. If you want to fast forward to the actual installation, then I'll put the minute that it starts the installation just below here. But this is just the unboxing to have a look. Really happy with the space inside there. That has actually got more space than our conventional fridge that we had before, so we're very happy. This is perfect, absolutely perfect. Obviously it's got 2 settings there, raise it up or down, but this is the 60 litre SMAD fridge and it is perfect for what we need anyway. Happy days. Time to take the old fridge out now. It's quite simple. This is just 4 screws, 2 screws at the front will take all of this. These all pop off as well, so won't take long at all. I'll take the sink off so I can disconnect the electrics and the gas, and then she'll just pull out and that's it. And I'll then have a look at offering up the new fridge and see what kind of space we're looking at then. What I've done is plugged it into 220 volt and just put a couple of drinks inside, one at the bottom, one at the top, because it's silent running and there is no light that indicates whether something's on or not. You see, there's only a gas that is an indication, so I'm just going to leave that now and let it, because I can't feel anything on the fins or anything yet, so it's obviously needs time to settle and drop, you know, the temperature to drop, so we'll leave it to it and come back to it in a bit. Right, the fridge now is just on test. I'm just going to leave that pretty much till about 6 o'clock tonight, so it's going to have a good 2.5–3 hours just stood nice and still, allowing the 230 volt system to run, or 220, whichever it is, 230 I think. And I've tested the AC one. The way I've done that is basically just plugged it in, wired it up, and just looked at my voltage meter and saw it dropping right down as soon as I put the fridge on. So because it's silent running, it just saved a bit of time, so I knew there was a current going through. Also I pressed the igniter for the gas and that was clicking away, so I knew it had the electrical current going through. So I'm just going to leave it now. All I'm going to do later is decide on how to, you know, what level I want my fridge at, and then just build it up so it's higher up, because I've got a bit of space to play with, which is nice. And I think the higher up the better, really. I think Tracy would appreciate it, I would appreciate it, not having to bow and stoop. So that's next on the agenda, is to create the base for the fridge to slide in on. Okay, what I've done is put some trim around the sides there. Look, the clamps are on it. Just, I've put screws in anyway, and the black trim goes all the way down to there. Put a tray in now for the fridge to rest on, and underneath there I'm just maybe put a grill so that the airflow can go underneath. But yeah, she's ready for the fridge to be inserted now. The work I'm doing now is for the flue down there, so that it goes out to the vented area just there. Also just working on ways to, because it's not a proper camper van fridge, I don't want it rocking and moving about. So I've checked this. This is a nice metal top, and what I've done is just cut myself a little piece of angle iron, which I'll position exactly, and that will go against the wood and into the roof of it. I'm using obviously some very shallow screws so that it doesn't penetrate deep into the roof of the fridge. I don't want to compromise it in any way. But I've also had a look to make sure, and it's fine. I'm happy with the position. I am going to have it slightly flush, but obviously just work on just leveling that bit, so it's probably just going to have to just lean back a little bit more. So I'll raise it from the feet to push it back so that she's nice and proud. I'm going to have the door proud of the entrance there. The flue I've made myself from angle iron, which is going to slot down over, and I've cut it so it's the vent comes straight out of there. It's just metal I had lying around, which I thought I'd put to good use. I've cut a piece of aluminium angle iron, drilled it previously, marked it when I positioned the fridge where I want it to be, and I'm just double checking that those markings are bang on. So what I'm going to do is drill that, and then I will fit these very shallow screws into it so that they don't penetrate anything further than just the outer casing. Once the fridge is inside the compartment, I will then put the angle iron in, so basically it will stop the fridge from coming forward, you know, and also it'll fasten it to that, which means it'll stabilize it as well. And I've cut a piece of wood for that side, which is going to act as a spacer. I've sprayed it black so it doesn't stand out and that will be the fridge pretty secure then. So I'll be pretty confident to put it all together then. The flue's ready. My homemade flue would have cost 30 quid if I'd have bought one, but this does the job. That's going to fit straight into there and straight onto the top of there, so perfect for the job. All metal as well, so it won't perish or burn, and it's aluminium as well, so it won't drop little pieces of rust or anything down. So yeah, I'm ready. Fridge is in, secured now. Well, the final bracket, I just need to tighten up on it, but what I've done is lit the gas and just letting her have a long run now just to test it. Just keeping my eye on it down there. I'm pretty confident anyway. So I've just got to tighten up the little brackets that I put in there, and once that's done, then the fridge will be secure, because she doesn't move at all. Nice and tight, so it's not going to be bounced about when I'm driving. So yeah, I'll leave the gas on test. As you can see there, it's showing there, gas is on, happy, working fine. And we'll just check that it gets cool with the gas as well. Okay, 2 hours that's been on now, or more than. Heat coming from the flue there, not massive amounts of heat either, just enough. No damage to the back there, nothing scorched or so basically yeah, I'm happy. Down there is absolutely fine, no signs of any problems at all cables are tucked safely out of the way. Working fine, has been for 2 hours. I think it's safe to put the sink on now. I'm happy that everything is fine. So basically I've just put a little bit of trim underneath there just to smarten that up a bit. Fridge is in, happy, and what I'm going to do now is, this little tin has been in there. That feels nice and cool. You can feel a coolness there, and that, yeah, that's actually got a slight film of ice on it, very slight. So I've turned it right down to 2 on there. This tin feels nice and cold. Celebrate my hard work. Guttural burp coming up. No, save it. That is really nice, nice and cool. So I'm happy the fridge is doing everything that it should. It's nice and secure, not moving at all. I'm confident to take this out with me now. Like I say, I've tried it on 12 volt, I've tried it on 240 or 220, and everything is working fine, so it's a job well done. So that's it. I would recommend the SMAD. It's on Amazon and various other outlets. It arrived quickly. Well, I took the fridge out for a little test yesterday. Drove using the 12 volt system. Worked absolutely fine. Food was lovely and cold. Then switched it over to gas, and the food that I'd bought that day, like, brilliant. Stayed nice and cool, and yeah, really happy with it. So it'll get a good review from me. It's working fine. It does everything it said it was going to do. There's plenty of space in there. So yeah, it's a good addition to what we needed. So that's it.